My name's Katelynnes Story, and I turned 30 this year. I lost my leg as the result of a car accident in 2010, and after that I ended up with an infection in my spinal cord and became a paraplegic, and as a result I'm now, a full-time wheelchair user. In the time that I lost my leg, I met a NEADS client named Larry Brennan with his first service dog, Emmy. And I was working for Spalding Boston at the time and saw the bond that they had and all of the things that Emmy could do for Larry Brennan. So it was important to me to start looking into a program that could, provide me a world-class service dog that could go everywhere and do everything. The moment that sticks out in my mind immediately would be the first day that I met Jones up in the training room, and the trainers walked Jones over to me, and he immediately sat and looked up at me and just gave me one sweet kiss and spent the next 2 hours staring at me as we were learning commands throughout the rest of the day. There really aren't enough words to describe the on-campus experience. Everyone at NEADS is so welcoming and so helpful. Everything we did was very supported by the trainers and the staff. The client house was wonderfully handicap accessible and beautiful and a joy to stay in the entire time. Jones is essentially my arranged marriage. He is the best husband I could ever ask for. He does everything I ask him to do the first time, and he's always there for me. At the end of the day, when his uniform's off, we get to bond and groom and have playtime, and then he's on the couch with me and we're watching the news or reading a book or drinking coffee, and he's always there. He's a support system physically, but he's also an emotional support system, and he's the reason that I can continue going and doing all the things I want to do. He is my best training partner and coach and cheerleader. He wakes up in the morning and has his breakfast, and out the door we go by 5:15, and we're at the gym when it opens. And he takes a nap while I do the arm bike, and he watches me when I do weights, and then when we go back in the evening to swim laps, he lays next to my chair and just waits for me. He loves the water, but he knows the difference between my swim time and his. So he just, peacefully watches while I swim my laps, and then his biggest help is keeping me safe in the locker room and when I shower, and making sure that if I drop the soap, or helping me take my shoe off, all of those things that could potentially be a risk for me falling, he solves that problem. The questions that I had when I became paralyzed, NEADS and Jones answered all of those questions.